The San Francisco 49ers, who I beat. Let's put that out there. Okay. The San Francisco 49ers, who have taken out the Cowboys the last two playoffs, are a team that I will be keeping a close eye on. And boy, did they not disappoint yesterday either. They put a complete whooping on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Pittsburgh had a lot of momentum and steam coming out of camp. You always feel good about Mike Tomlin-led football teams, about how they come out there and they compete. They're tough. They're rugged. He finds ways to, like, he's one of the best developers of players. Not just quarterbacks, but receivers, tight ends, running backs. Like, he develops his guys. Mike Tomlin has not had a losing season since he became a head coach in the National Football League. I do think his team would turn around, but the Niners put a whooping. They told Pittsburgh, go get that switch. Go on now. Go on out there and get two. Time together. Bring them back in here. 30-7. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. This is the guy that Kyle Shanahan and company has come out and said, listen, this is our dude. We shipped Jimmy Garoppolo off. We sent Trey Lance to Dallas. This is the guy that we're going forward with. And he believes that his system and Brock Purdy are a match made in heaven. And they didn't disappoint yesterday. They ran the football well. Brandon Ayuk, he has emerged. And you saw the progression of Brandon Ayuk throughout the years. He balled over 100-yard receiving. You still got Deebo. Interesting thing that I talked about Deebo was Kyle Shanahan came out and he talked about, well, I had a conversation at the year's end last year with Deebo. And he told Deebo, and this is necessary, and I like coaches like this that have that hard conversation with players, especially the star players. And he told Deebo, he said, you know what? You came into last year, you were out of shape. You were the biggest I've ever seen you. You didn't take it serious. And it took you a while. You dealt with some injuries, and you know, you did not help yourself, which in return did not help this football team ultimately reach the success level that we wanted to reach. He said he had that conversation with Deebo Samuel at the end of the year. He said the next time he saw Deebo Samuel 40 days later, he said he looked phenomenal. That it was the best that he's seen Deebo Samuels look since his time been in the National Football League. And kudos to Deebo Samuels for taking that conversation, because a lot of athletes this day and age are soft. I'm talking about Charmin. I'm talking about S-O-F-T, soft. And if you say anything to them, they go in the corner and they pout. They get on Instagram and they unfollow the organization. They get on that burner account and say mean things. They go, yeah, he said this about me. It's not the fact that I make all this money. I didn't come to camp prepared, but he shouldn't have said that to me. There's a lot of athletes. Pull your skirts down. Your thongs are showing. A lot of athletes in the National Football are that way. Some of the ones that you guys really, really love. That you think are these all-world, big, strong superheroes. Yell at them one time, tell them they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and all of a sudden they crumble behind closed doors. A lot of them have very fragile egos. They got sensitive feelings. But Deebo took the conversation and said, you know what, Coach? You right. You right. You told me this man-to-man, and I corrected it. So I don't know what that'll mean for the year, but kudos to Deebo for taking that constructive criticism and doing something positive about it. And kudos to Kyle Shanahan to feel like I have that relationship with my players where I can go and sit down and have that man-to-man conversation. Too many of y'all are afraid for the man-to-man conversation, the truth conversation. See, that truth hurt, and some of y'all can't deal with it. But those that want the truth and need the truth and will respond in a positive manner to the truth, those are the true winners. Those are the ones that will have successful careers, lives, careers, because the truth is necessary. It doesn't have to be personal. It could just be the truth. Don't take things personal. The Niners whip up on Pittsburgh.